let's
Point.
talk about Ben
Spirit Box?
Eller and
Oh, Ben Eller.
Mastodon, and then we'll
Okay.
get to Spirit Box because
I'm gonna
this
let you
one,
drive on this one.
yeah. So I'm sure a lot of you know metal fans or people that because Mastodon's huge, but they recently their guitar player Brent Hinds, who has been in the band for I think since they started, like he's one of the founded guitar players. He departed, and they hired a new guy that I know. I'm familiar with him from YouTube and stuff, Ben Eller, and this is
So what is he? What's he famous for exactly?
So what I've seen and from what I've gathered, like I've learned a couple songs from his videos where he does stuff where he'll like break down a song and how to play it, or what kind of Rick Beato style a little bit, where like what makes this album or these batch of songs so great, like guitar wise or rhythmically and stuff. So I think he's also just been a big fan of Mastodon, and he's kind of been involved with them for a little while, making videos on like
Is he based in Atlanta?
That I don't know. So maybe this will, because I haven't even really read this article. I kind of just grabbed it real quick.
Cool. Yeah. No.
So we'll see. Yeah. So Mastodon surprisingly split with co-founding guitarist Brent Hinds on March 5th. And then they played their first Hindsless show on March 9th at Tools Live in the Sand with YouTube Ben Eller. I think they meant YouTuber. Whoever wrote this article like drew it up really quick, because there's a lot of
their AI editor isn't catching the spelling errors.
So YouTuber Ben Eller filling in. And while it's not clear if Eller will be Mastodon's permanent new guitarist, one thing is for certain: he had to bust his ass learning a lot of new Mastodon in a very short period of time. So props to him for that, for sure. So in a new interview with Guitar World, Eller said he had to learn 17 Mastodon songs immediately from across the band's discography. As for how Eller even got the call, he said he and Mastodon guitarist Bill Keeler have been in touch ever since Eller published his Stuff Mastodon Does video 6 years ago. So he does stuff like that. Like he'll have videos like Stuff Mastodon Does, pointing out like certain techniques and like things that makes them, a specific band. A couple years ago, Bill reached out to me via email saying how much he enjoyed my channel and the Stuff Mastodon Does video I made, said Eller. We've stayed in touch ever since. He's as much of a gear nut and riff chaser as I am, so we're constantly sending each other bands, pedals, amps, and stuff to check out. Eller continued saying it wasn't easy. See, this person, their AI editor did not catch it for sure. EA, learning all the song, but that the crowd was super receptive and positive about it all. I went into this looking at it as one of the coolest things I could have ever be a part of, but also knowing that the backlash could potentially be brutal, especially given how incredible and important of a player Brett has been for the history of the band. So yeah, I think that's basically it.
I was just thinking what a cool era this is, because you look at like the new drummer for Primus, for example. What's his name? John, what's his last name? H something.
Hoffman.
Is Hoffman, that's right. Hoffington, as Claypool calls him. But like this era of like social media and shit, it's really cool that like, a guy of the stature of like a Ben Eller can be in Mastodon now, and
John Hoffman, dudes that are fans of bands can like post themselves playing covers of songs and get in the band. Or Art Cruz from Lamb of God, like he grew up listening to Lamb of God, and now he's the drummer for Lamb of God. So
it says a lot about the staying power of these bands too. I mean, like that they can still tour successfully, and like Primus is another one of those bands that I never expected them to outlive the alternative boom. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Frizzle Fry is an album that I go back to, and Seas of Cheat, all their shit, man. All that shit from that era I go back to a lot. But
yeah, and Les is a talented motherfucker for sure.
Oh yeah, and he of course branched out and stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's really cool that I saw a clip of Brent Hinds. My YouTube algorithm gave me a video of Brent Hinds talking about his side project band that's kind of like a little country almost, or like slide guitar-y.
I get that vibe from him.
Yeah, and so it was almost like kind of like in the cards. It's like I wonder. I'm sure that like maybe his other
They've been
band,
doing it for a long time. Like, you know, when you get to that, they're old guys too. Like when you get to that age, you're probably like, well, I only have a certain amount of time left. Like, you know, I want to try some other stuff. I don't know if I want to do Mastodon forever. I'm assuming that's his thought process. Is like it's ran its course a little bit. We've done everything. We've made it to the top, you know.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I think
they're selling out arenas. They're headlining arenas in US.
He's done it all.
Yeah, so
I also like the stick togetherness of a band.
Like I do too. I do too.
Or Lamb of God, you know, like what Randy said really stuck out to me. He's like, we make music for 5 guys.
Yeah, but you also can't blame someone for wanting to try something new, you know, like
no, not at all.
The drummer of Primus, what's his name, Herb. Like he kind of just lost his passion, and he's not gonna fake it or pretend to, you know. So I respect that too. Yeah.